Okay, I am going to go through this chart. I know it looks a little bit overwhelming, and some of you do have the copy, some of you don't, but it is up there. Okay, we have two paths in life, and I call it the spiritual path of fear and the, the earthly path of fear. There is a mistake on this. I am so sorry. The earthly path of fear and the spiritual path of love and courage. I got to tell my guy to fix that. Okay, so when we're on the earthly path of fear, we just want to control. We make other people responsible. Our intention, it's all about intention. And we are in charge of our intention. We get to choose our intention. We have free will. And intention is the essence of free will. So this is not imposed on us. We get to choose it. But the default setting is the intention to control, because this is what we all learned. We had to. It was part of our survival. We don't want to judge this wounded part of ourselves. We want to have compassion and caring for the wounded part of ourselves that learned to judge, this ego, that learned to judge and control and abandon, because that was our survival. We might not have survived if we hadn't learned to do that. But now it's time to heal that part. And that part does not get healed by judging it. It gets healed with love. Love is what heals. And so the spiritual part means that you open to love, even in the face of fear. We have that choice. We do not have to turn to controlling behavior in the face of fear. We can learn to turn to what's loving in the face of fear. And as you can see under the first part, the black lines there, when we choose the intention to control, the heart closes down, just automatically. As soon as you want to control, your heart closes down. In fact, all the chakras just close down. You're closed up. When your intention is to learn about love, your heart opens, your being opens. And that's when you can learn. That's when you can connect. So look at the left side of the chart. These are the things that we turn to when we want to control. We turn to so many addictions, so many different controlling behaviors, so many ways of trying to get love and avoid pain. And then the other side of the chart are the 6 steps of inner bonding. And I'm going to go through these and help you understand what it means to take responsibility for yourself. And I'll be doing that in a moment. So you can see on the lower part, when you abandon yourself, your fear increases, and then you suffer from all the things that people suffer from. And there's no way out of that suffering when you're abandoning and rejecting yourself. But when you learn to love yourself, that's when life changes completely. Okay, so let's look at this a little more closely. Again, I'm sorry it says the spiritual path of fear, but it should say the earthly path of fear. You can see that you have choice to try and control or to love in the face of fear, that the purpose of the ego is to get love and avoid pain, and the purpose of the loving adult is to give love to yourself and to others. The intention of the wounded self is to find your happiness and worth externally, and the purpose of the loving adult is to bring it through from our higher guidance and learn to give it to ourselves. The desire is to protect against pain and avoid responsibility for it. The desire of the loving adult is to learn to love and take responsibility for your own pain and your own joy. So you can see, hopefully those of you that don't have a chart, and it is kind of dark, you probably can't see them, but you turn to all of these addictive behaviors, to anger and blaming and interrogating and scapegoating other people, making them responsible, criticizing, just on and on. So many different ways of manipulating others. That's what the wounded self does. It wants to manipulate and control others into giving you what you're not giving yourself. Now, please be very gentle with yourself about this. No judgment, because we all do this. We have all learned to do this. We grew up learning to do this. It was role modeled for us. So we don't want to judge ourselves for this at all. We want to be very kind and compassionate about this wounded part of ourselves that wants to manipulate and control others. If you judge yourself for doing it, you're stuck. There's no way to understand it. There's no way to heal it when you judge yourself for it. We get addicted to people. We get addicted to activities, to things. We get addicted to substances.